All right, word on the street, word on the street, word on the street. Getting ready for some word on the street. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Courtney.
How are ya?
How are you? I don't see a hat this morning.
Well, word on the street. I have two people here with me today. We're on Grand Avenue. Let me just flip this. If you guys want to kind of stand together. All right. Want to introduce yourselves first?
Yes, my name is Abdullah Shabazz.
Abdul
My
Shabazz.
name is Jimmy Robinson.
Jimmy Robinson. What's the word on the street, guys?
The word on the street is survival.
Surviving?
Survival, yeah.
All right.
And it comes in many forms.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we know it's bad out here with the fentanyl and all that. You understand? So, I mean, I clean Grand Avenue. I work for Emerge. I clean Grand Avenue each day. And some of the things I see, as far as people ODing and the depression that you see on people's faces and so on, I thank God for Emerge that they gave me a chance when I came out of prison to do something different. And I'm very thankful to them for that. But the word on the street is survival. You know what I'm saying? We live in a state of, it's madness out here. You know what I'm saying? And people are just trying to survive. I see mothers with their children who are on drugs. They got their children with them out here. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. But that's how they survive. It's bad, but that's their form of survival.
Yeah. And what do you want to say the word on the street is?
Well, actually, I would have to say survival as well.
Yeah.
Because it's tough out. It's really tough out here. And a lot of people, they don't have no form of income. They're trying to live, and it's just tough. So, that's why we wholeheartedly support and encourage, the members of Emerge, because they're not just talking about hippie people. They are really showing, themselves to be a place where people that's down and out, they can have somewhere to go, and they try to help them in every aspect of life.
Yeah, and just to back up just a little for our viewers, right? So we're on Grand Avenue. These two gentlemen, they work for the program Emerge. But right before we dig deeper into what we're talking about, because I like that a lot and I think it's important, but I want to ask you guys personally, beyond Emerge, who you are. So what are you up to? What have you been up to? Kind of tell me who you are personally.
Well, my name is Shabazz, and my foundation is the Masjid. It's called a Masjid. I go to services on Carmel, on Dixwell Avenue, near Hamlin.
Have you been to a service recently?
Yes.
Yeah?
I attend it all the time.
All
Because
right.
that's my strength. That's my support. It's Abdul Majid Kareem Hassan Center towards Hamlin.
All right.
Dixwell Avenue.
And Babs, did you want to ask anything?
No, what time do they start their day?
So what time do you guys start your day? If you want to come a little closer, I feel bad not having both y'all on the frame.
You could answer that.
Yeah, what time do you guys start in the morning?
Normally, we get started at like 7.
7? Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Too early.
Yeah. Yeah, we get in, we get everything organized, and then we go out to different job sites.
Yeah.
And we do a multiplicity of work, and really we all over New Haven,
And kind of just for our viewers, do you want to explain what Emerge is?
Well, I love the name Emerge. To emerge, to me, emerge is to come out of something into something.
Yeah.
To merge out of something into something. So my background is that I was a criminal. I did a lot of foul and filthy things. I wasn't a productive member of society. But because of Emerge, I am. They have, you come out, there's different people come out of prison, no one gives them a chance. Emerge gave me a chance. So I love that name, Emerge. emerge, to come out of something bad into something good.
Yeah.
So, but you know, because the whole thing to me is that emerge, like it teaches you discipline. It teaches me discipline also. You know what I'm saying? Because he said we get up at 7, we start at 7. I get up and catch the bus from where I live at. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, I prepare myself for different things, do my prayers, reading, and so on. I catch the bus, come to emerge on Grand Avenue. But it's because of I never want to go back to prison again. Because to prison is a dungeon of despair. Is a house of is a house of despair, and I call emerge a house of hope.
I love that.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, when did you come out of incarceration?
Well, soon I'll be out 2 years.
Oh, congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you so much. But I did a lot of time behind the walls. A lot of time.
Where were you?
All over. I'm not from Connecticut. I'm from North Philadelphia.
Okay.
But my time in Connecticut, where was I at? Where was I in prison and house at? All MacDougal, Corrigan.
Okay.
I'd spent some time in Northern Correctional Institute. All of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And being out here every day you said survive,
Yeah,
right?
well, see, a lot of people can't understand, because they never been in prison, but to be free, to be out of that and to be free. And I said to you, what was your name?
Courtney,
that cleaning Grand Avenue is my therapy. It's like therapy for me. And because behind bar, I work for pennies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the state, I work for pennies. So to come out here to be free, but that's the main thing I want to stress: to be free. You understand? And to do something productive. Because to do something. There are people come out here and they see us and they say, "Oh, thank you for cleaning." Thank you for cleaning. You know what I'm saying? And I feel it from the heart that they really are sincere about it.
yeah,
Because if Emerge wasn't out here cleaning Grand Apple, this place would be filthy. For real. It'd be infested. Yeah.
yeah. Babs, did you want to ask?
It looks really nice out there. I always wondered.
That looks beautiful out there.
Yeah.
I didn't know Emerge was hiring folks to do, like, had you guys doing that, because I was wondering who was doing it. I didn't think it was the city, although I was thinking it was the city, but it's y'all, and you're doing such a great job.
Thank you so much.
How did you guys get involved with the merge then?
I actually was introduced to Emerge after my time in incarceration by a friend of mine that knew about Emerge. And they brought me, introduced me to some of the instructors at Emerge. And it's been a blessing ever since.
Yeah.
They're like actually hands-on.
Yeah.
They get involved with whatever you involved with. And actually, the word emerge is really phenomenal, because it brings you from one state to another state of being.
Right.
And my brother just said that, he emerged out of one life into another life now. And even though we are out here, cleaning the streets in this form, as well as, meeting other people and other guys that's involved in the street life. And maybe we can say something to them while we're doing this, might deter them from, continuing a life of crime,
Yeah. And I'm curious to know, when you guys were incarcerated, was there ever a time you imagined being where you are now?
No, because the prison life molds you, prepares you to come back. You understand? Because the correctional institutions stay open because they need bodies.
Yeah.
For real. Real talk. And so, yes, there was a time when I thought I would never get out of prison and be sane, because you can't be in a prison environment, not be affected by the prison environment. Understand?
Right.
So we have on Fridays a group called Real Talk,
Yeah.
and we talked about the different things that is troubling us, our goals, the things we want to reach, you know, and so on. And it's like a preparation. Emerge prepares us for this, because it's not about the work. It's not about the physical work. It's about working on ourselves.
Yeah.
And when we work on ourselves, we never have to go through them doors again, the prison doors again. But the whole thing with Emerge is that sincerity, be honest with yourself.
And even beyond Emerge, right? Because I understand this program helps shape who you are. But tell me a little bit about who you are. Like when you're not working at Emerge, what are you usually up to?
Well, I write poetry.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone. When I was in prison, I wrote 3 books of poetry, poems, and I'm trying to get them published. And the name of the books is called PPP. Now listen to this. It's called Poems from a Prison Poet.
I like that.
I like it too. Yeah.
You need to get that published.
I want to get it published.
Do you know any poems of yours off the top of your head?
No,
Okay, I wouldn't know either, but I just thought throw it out there.
Yeah, but I really want to try to get my poems published. Yeah. I think they'll be beneficial to society.
Yeah, I think so too. Seriously.
Yeah.
And what about you? What are you up to when you're not working for Emerge?
Okay. Lots of time I spent time talking with youth.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Like through a program or just one-on-one?
It's like one-on-one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I really, kind of shape my mind and focus on, if I could just come across one person, because I was helped in this sense. It's like it emerged. We learned, each one teach one,
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give back, what I possess in my time in incarceration, because it was so dark in my time in incarceration. I never thought I would be on streets ever again. But things change, and here I am. I'm out here, and things that I've learned and the experiences I've encountered, I like to pass them on. And maybe I could just be fortunate enough to just win one. So that's what I primarily do, when I'm not out here working. Also, I live with my mother, and I take care of her.
Aww.
She's like 86 years old, so I'm taking care of her, and I'm doing the Emerge thing, and I'm sharing some of my experiences in life, and I really feel good about it.
Were you born or raised in New Haven at all?
No, I was born and raised in North Carolina.
Okay, I hear your accent a little bit, actually.
Yeah, and I moved here in 1968.
Oh, all right.
And so, I actually grew up here, so.
You were a New Havener.
Yeah, yeah, really.
You both New Haveners. Well, tell me. Oh, I almost dropped my phone there. Tell me a little bit about, everyday life now, right? You said survive. That's the key word.
Yeah. Yes.
Going back to what you see every day, when you were saying,
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I mentioned that word discipline.
Yeah.
And to me, what I see in society is a lot of people lack discipline in their life. You understand? They lack discipline in their life. And if you don't have any discipline in your life, or to feel real secure within yourself, that you can accomplish and you can reach something you can accomplish, then you're bound to fall victim to anything.
And so you guys have learned how to survive in a different way, but talk about what you see other people doing to survive.
Well, the things I see other people.
And you can be real,
No,
very
I'm
real.
gonna be real. I'm gonna be. It's in the negative though.
Yeah.
The things I see,
Yeah.
I think people selling drugs, fentanyl, and weed, reefer, and all this stuff. I've been through all that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to pick up on it, to see it in other people. You understand? And like he said, we try to pass off what little do we have as far as wisdom or knowledge or understanding of something, and it's very little. But I have 6 sons, 34 grandkids, and
Wow.
5 great grandkids.
Oh my
And the
goodness.
whole thing to me is to be an example for them,
Right.
to show them that there's another way, because they know the other way I was. Because I used to sometimes go to prison, come out, and they take bets on how long I'm gonna be out,
Yeah.
and that's sad. You know, but it's real talk. But discipline and being sure with yourself that God has your back. You understand that God has your back. No matter what happens in my life, I can deal with the storms that come up in my life. Whereas before the first storm comes, it takes me over.
So as you guys are walking every morning, right, and you see some of this going on, do you ever stop and talk to these people?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes they just walk up to us. Yeah, for real. And they
Yeah.
say they say, oh, you're doing some of them compliment us. They say, oh, you're doing a real good job. We like what you're doing. Then we stop and we have a conversation. Some of them come with what really touches me. The women that come with little kids.
Yeah.
And I know they're supposed to be in school. You understand? But you know,
Yes.
probably she don't have nobody to watch them. Listen, she's out here. She got to get money. It's touching. It's very touching.
Well, what is your guys' message to those who are in that position right now?
I wish there was more places like Emerge. I really do. So because my advice to them would be try to find, because there are people out here who are sincerely want to help you. I mean, when I got out of prison, it was so dark because you had all these. I've been to different places that all I watched them was money. You know, they get funded saying they're supposed to do this for ex-offenders and this and that, get your name, your information, all that, because they get funded for it, but they don't do nothing for you. So my advice to them is, like I said, I wish there was more places like Emerge. For people to come in, we're sincere people, seriously want to help you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously want to help you. Not just say it, but sincerely want to help you.
You know, as I'm thinking here talking to you, you know, life really is a tremendous challenge. You know, in my time of incarceration, I mean, you know, every day basically is the same. But out here, you know, I look, before I got out, you look on TV and man, you look at all the homeless people, and you look at all the people that's without jobs. Some people have went through psychological trauma. You know, for whatever the reason is, they just like wrote life off, and the people living on the bridges. It's just crazy, you know. But you know, like Shabazz just said, they have all type of programs. But you know, a lot of people don't have trust in the programs. So they just wander up and down the streets, you know, sleeping on the streets. And, you know, some of them are educated people,
Right.
you know, but they just gave up on life. And actually, people gave up on them. So now they become another statistic in the streets, you know, and whatever they choose to survive, that's what they do. I mean, people actually, and it's really disturbing that in America, people eat out of trash cans. I mean, you know, I don't promote doing wrong, but before I eat out of trash can, I believe I would go this in a place and just sit down and eat me a meal if I have to wash the dishes
Right.
afterwards or do something.
Yeah.
But man, I just look out here and look at the challenges of life. You know, while in prison, you know, we used to see cell phones on TV. Now I'm out here where cell phones are. And man, that's one of the biggest challenges I face right now, is trying to learn how to operate a phone. You know?
Yeah.
But I'm taking that challenge on, you know?
Right.
And I have people like the people that emerge, you know, the supervisors. One thing I really admire about them is they just don't tell you what to do. They get involved in it with you. You know, they have supervisors They be right out here doing the same thing we do,
Right.
you know? And we like crew members and they're supervisors, but they get right out here in it with us.
Yeah. And I understand you guys are like one big family, you know?
Yeah.
Like you said, each one teaches,
Right.
and nothing is done individually. Individually, it's done collectively. Like that's what a family should be. You know, all minds come together to make sure that the house is run in order, in harmony. And to me, that's what Emerge is. It's my family. It's my family. And like, I mean, when you're in prison, you don't have nothing like that. You know, you got to watch your back. People tell you things you know is a lie.
Did you guys have anyone writing you letters or looking out, putting money on commissary, anything like
Yeah,
that?
yes, my family would do that.
Okay,
My
good.
family would do that,
Yeah.
but they're still
Of course. It's
there's
still,
a
yeah.
distant. You know,
Right.
when I came out, I've been to a lot of places before Emerge. And like I said, all they did was take my name, my address, information on, but they never did anything. I was in Bridgeport for. They never did anything. Like I said, I'm not from Connecticut, I'm from North Philadelphia.
Right.
But when I came to Emerge and they said, give us 6 months. Since I've been with them, they have found me an apartment. I got an apartment. They're working on getting me my driver's license back, you know, now. I mean,
What's your guys' future plans? Like, where do you want to go? And where do you see yourself going?
my future plan is to be a teacher. Before I was incarcerated, I helped put together the detox center here in New Haven called South Central Rehabilitation Center on Cedar Street.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to teach at Danbury Federal Prison. I was a teacher, so at the masjid I go to, I teach at the masjid from time to time. And my goal is to continue to be a teacher.
Now you say a teacher for kids, or are you talking about going back to even prison and teaching?
No, a teacher for anyone.
Anyone? Okay. Gotta clarify that.
I know.
And what about you?
Okay, well, actually, my major plans right now is to become more involved in like healthcare,
Okay.
elderly healthcare.
Did your
That's
mother
the
inspire
part.
that?
Yeah,
Oh, I love
because of my mother. And I really wasn't more just restricted to my mother, but she would be my number one.
Yes, of course.
You know, but I would like to adventure into that particular area. While taking care of her, I wanted to learn more about, healthcare and adventure off into that, and make like a career out of it. Because actually, healthcare is a big corporation now, and it's needed, because again, in this particular area, you have a lot of older people. And this is not a strike against no other healthcare places, but a lot of nursing homes and stuff. And the nursing home is not bad, but the people that work there, they don't necessarily treat the older or the elderly people the way they should be treated. And you try, because you don't know who you're hiring. You just take a chance, and maybe they're good and maybe they're bad.
Yeah. Well, I love hearing about your guys' dreams.
Yeah, that's
Beyond.
my aspiration now.
Did you guys want to add anything?
No, it was a good conversation. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. I'm
Thank
glad I
you,
ran
guys.
into you. Really appreciate it. Your
Thank you,
time.
Courtney, for another
Thank
good
you.
word on the street.
I know. Thank you very much. All right, guys.
Have a good day.
Have a great day too. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thanks.
Oh man, that was good.
Oh.
That was good. That's quite powerful, Harry. I tell you, we don't get to see these parts of life. I mean, you just don't get to see it. We pass it every day, but we don't get to stop and talk. And I love this word on the street because it gives us opportunity to just mix it up with people, all kinds of people, and to hear their stories.